Yes, yes.
So I
In
hope.
size optimization. Yes, yes. Please,
Yes.
please, please.
Go.
Go.
Go ahead.
In size optimization, by creating the system modules, we can avoid the duplication of line items in our model. In performance optimization, by creating the system modules, we are removing the calculation in system modules, and we are referring. Sorry, we are running the calculation system module, and we are referring the same in so many modules, so we can increase the performance.
Yes. And this same thing,
And
by
the
creating
second
the
point,
system model, even you can reducing the model size as well. I have written that point
yes,
as well.
yes, sir. Second point,
It
system.
works for
By
both
creating
the
the model and
way.
line item subset, we are reducing the model size and we are avoiding the duplication of subsets.
Yes.
In performance, by avoiding more if then else statements like formulas, by creating small models and small formulas, we can improve the model performance. If you use more if then else or someone lookup, it increases the burden of Anaplan and decreases the performance.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Fine. So these are the things we have covered yesterday, and other things to how we can optimize the performance means, write down the points. These the points very important points. So the Arshad Ahmad once called to Abdul Rahim and Suresh. Don't call Suresh, only call to Abdul Rahim.
Okay. Okay, I'll call him.
Yes. So please write down everyone, like everyone write down in performance optimization techniques. So don't use sum and lookup in one module. Don't use sum and lookup function in one module. Please write down this point in performance optimization technique. In performance optimization technique, don't use sum and lookup in one module. Is it clear for everyone?
Yes,
SM
sir.
office?
Yes, sir.
Abdurrahim is going to join in a half an hour. Asif bhai.
Okay, fine. So at that time class will get end. No issues. So anyway, did you complete this one?
Asif bhai, can you repeat the point? Actually, I was not.
Don't use sum and lookup in one module. It reduces the model performance.
Module line item or just module?
Don't use sum and lookup in one module.
Like in one line item or
One
multiple line item?
module itself.
Module itself. Okay, okay.
One line item or one module. Both the things are not acceptable. So if you, the interviewer, they will ask generally, if you want create sum and lookup in one module, what will you do? They will ask this question again. Whenever we tell these rules, they will ask the reason why should we use this one. So we should have reason for each and every answer whatever we are explaining. They don't believe, they don't satisfy with only direct answer. Whatever the answer we are giving, again they will ask cross question on our answer. For whatever we are explaining, for that answer again we should give the proper explanation. So that is the thing they are expect. So why we if you need to create the sum and lookup in one module or one line item, then what will you do? So in that scenario, simply we should break the module, and in one module we should use sum function, and another module we should use the lookup function. So that is the best practice. We should create the another module, and in that module create two module, and in one module we should create the sum function, and another module we should create the lookup function. We should use the lookup function. Is it clear for everyone? What should we do when we need to create the sum and lookup at one time? Yes.
Yes, sir. Noted.
So we should create the another module, and simply we can use like sum in one module, lookup in another module. That is the best practice. So these are the techniques we should follow, and we should explain whenever the interviewer will ask. So other point, like we should not use select function with conjunction of time. We should not use select function with conjunction of time.
Sir, what is the meaning of conjunction?
What is mean by conjunction with time? We should not use select function with time.
Okay.
We should not use select function with time. So what happened if you use select function with time? So select function is specially used for only to select any one list item, or some like top level list item, like region is there, all regions, country is there, all countries, top level whatever the list is there, for to select that thing only we can, by using the select, only one thing you can select at a time. So that is the thing. So because of that, what happened, it is select function is not a flexible one. So if you use time, what happened, it if you select any one month, for example, so January month if you select, if you go to February month, what happened, it doesn't take February, it will there only stick with the January only. So that is the problem with the select function. So if you want select only one list item, or any like if in generally we use select function with the versions, so only we have fixed with that versions. So that is the reason we use select function to select only versions, or any one list item if you want select. In that scenario, one list item or top level list item, in that scenario only we use select function. So that is the scenario. I will tell that scenario. First of all, write this one, and we should not use select function with time. So it decrease the performance. What we need to do means, if you use select function with the time, each and every time we need to change that. Whenever the time period is changed, we need to change the manually. So that is the cost, increase the like maintenance. So that is the reason we should not use select function with the time. Is it clear? Yes, did you complete? We should not use select function with the time. Give answer. I can go ahead.
Noted, sir.
Did you complete or not there? Still, what is the problem I am not getting?
Noted, sir. Noted.
Yes. So then if you tell I can go ahead. So I am thinking you didn't complete this one. So anyway, so everyone did complete this. Samyuddin, are you able to speak? And second thing we can say, like other point, like okay fine, complete the thing and update in chart, and we should not use look select function with time conjunction, and using of using of select function more is the not best practice in Anaplan. Like subsidiary view, this is also same thing. Write down another point. Using of select function more, using of more select function is the not best practice in Anaplan. Write down another point. Using of more select function is the not best practice in Anaplan. So these like what is the thing like performance optimization, already we have covered. We should use we don't use more text formatted line item. Did you complete this point? Text formatted line item will decrease the model performance. Yes,
No, sir.
you didn't write in performance optimization technique, then write here. Yesterday we have completed this point, not today. Don't use more text formatted line items. It decreases the model performance. Don't use more text formatted line items which decrease the model performance. And use boolean formatted line items which improves the model performance. Please write down shortcut, so later you should revise the point and notes proper, you prepare proper notes and share it me. So why means we can't each and everything we can't tell like detail here. So we need to cover more points, and we need to start even our level 2 sprint 1, what is data hub and everything. So more things we have here we need to cover. So like
Noted, sir.
and you can see here other point we use create boolean format line item which improves the model performance. So write down this one. You create boolean formatted line item which improves the model performance.
Noted, sir.
And text formatted is the worst format in Anaplan, and boolean format is the best format in Anaplan. Write down text format is the worst format in Anaplan, and boolean format is the best format in Anaplan. It takes only less place. And did you complete this one? text format and boolean format. We have one
Okay.
image, like each and every format how much it takes size. So I think files you have that one, what formatted line item, how much it takes the space. I think earlier I have shared in group that image. Please share again in our interview preparation group and other group files, each and every formatted line item how much it occupies the space. So that will helpful for everyone. So text formatted actually takes more space, and boolean formatted it takes less space. So almost for one cell it will take 48 bytes or something for text, and boolean only it takes 1 byte, one cell. So that is the thing. So you we have one table, that one, so the so that you can note down that points. So each and every formatted line item how much it taking the space. And next thing, write down in performance optimization technique, avoid the concatenation of the more avoid more concatenation in model. Concatenation nothing but adding two line items. Adding two line items nothing but comes under the concatenation. So that is generally not suggestible thing. Avoid the more concatenation of line items, it decreases the model performance. Did you complete this one? Avoid the more concatenation of
Noted.
line items, which decrease the model performance. And one more thing. So while referring the things, so from if you are referring input modules to output module, so directly we should, like if reference is required, we can directly refer from input to output or input to calculation and calculation to output generally. But sometime what happens, so sometime they will refer like input to some other module, from other module to other module to, like if you, there is chance we have bit, you can easily refer from one module to another module directly. But if you refer this or one line item to second line item and second module, and from second module to third module, if you refer this one, if you increase the chain, so what happened, that is known as a DZ chain. So we should avoid the DZ chain. Nothing but whenever if you want to refer one module directly, you should refer from one module to another module. You should not use another intermediate module whenever we don't require it. So that is known as a DZ chain. Avoid the DZ chain, it decreases the model performance. Avoid the DZ chain, in bracket write pull module, give reference from one module to another module directly, don't use intermediate module. Avoid the DZ chain, in bracket you write pull data from one module to another module directly, don't use intermediate module. This will decrease the model performance. So this is known as a DZ chain. Is it clear what is DZ chain? Yes.
Noted, sir.
And next thing, like we should use data hub to store the data. To store, use the data hub to store the data and to validate the data. Did you complete this one?
Noted, sir.
Noted. So the reason, what is the use of data hub means, like by creating the data hub, what happened, we store data at one place in one center location, and after that what will you do, we pull into our other models, target models. Like you can say, we have financial model we have created in level 1 example. So we are pulling data directly from Excel sheets to this financial model. But sometime what happens, in level 2 we create the demand planning, supply chain and demand planning model. There what will you do, we create the data hub. Initially we store the data into data hub, and from the data hub to we pull data into our demand and supply chain planning model. So why we use means, so if your use case is very small, in that scenario don't use data hub, but generally we use data hub. Why means, generally we create the more complex models only in real time. So that is the reason we create the data, we use the data hub. So we use storing the data, we use data hub. And again, already so many times I have given explanation for the data hub. Like if you store all data at one place, so there is no need to bring from different places. So from different places you are bringing in data hub and you are doing validation here. So by doing here validation, simply whatever the data you want, directly pull into your target model, supply chain model or financial model, whatever it. One data hub even you can use for the so many models. So that is the advantage you have. So what happens, it required less time. Already you got data and it is validated. Within fraction of time you can pull data from your data hub to your spoke model. But unfortunately, if you need data, you need to think about where we have this data. If you don't have data hub, you need to think about where I have data, how should I clean the data. These are the things, all things we require. So because of that data hub, we have this many advantages. And other advantages we can consider by using the data hub. We do validation here in data hub only. So whatever the cleaned data available, we send into our spoke model. So half of the work will done in data hub model only. So burden of the Anaplan model will also reduce. So spoke model performance will improve. We are not doing any validation in spoke models, in target models. Spoke nothing but target models like financial model or supply chain model, whatever the model. But we are doing half of the work here. We are not doing this validation and everything in spoke models like target models. So performance of the target models will get increased, but we are not doing any validation there. So that is other advantage. So even workspace model size also will get reduced here. So model size, if you are creating some things in data hub, spoke model size also reduce, and you are doing validation in data hub, so calculation and validation. So then what happened? So this because of this validation, that burden of this spoke model also will decrease. So why means we are doing validation here. Both the advantages we have, like you can say in size optimization and performance optimization. So both the things you should write, use the data hub to reduce the model size and to improve the model performance. As we are doing only validation in data hub, there is no need to do validation in spoke models. Please write down these things in size optimization and performance optimization. Because of that only I asked you to leave some space in size optimization notes. I didn't no one is shared me notes whatever you are prepared. What is the problem? Yes, I asked everyone to share the notes after completing the class.
We'll share sir today.
After completing the class, share the notes. Samyuddin, are you able to hear me? And even I asked everyone to complete that your level 1, level 2 Anaplan way, and tomorrow onwards we can apply for our workspace. So like whoever the new candidates are there, for them already like whatever the learning center is there, so the complete level 1, level 2 and Anaplan way with the help of Alam, and immediately tomorrow onwards we should apply the workspace. So that is the thing, we have option. And like Faiz, Arshad Ahmad and this Yahoo, you need to create the new learning centers, and you need to complete level 1, level 2, like ticking like that each and every lesson. By clicking continue, you can complete all the lessons, and with the help of like there is no need to take help for you in while completing the Anaplan way. You may get doubt, but till on level 1 and level 2 I think you may not get doubt, I think. So complete the things. If you get any doubt, you can contact Alam. Is it clear, Faiz? Yes. And new candidates also, you try to connect with Alam and complete all those things. Already you have created new learning centers, so for that one you need to complete level 1, level 2 and Anaplan way. So with the help of Alam, so tomorrow onwards we should apply workspaces. Is it clear?
Okay, sir.
So fine. Like, did you complete this one? Did you write regarding data hub in size optimization and performance optimization? Both the things you should add this point. Yes.
Noted.
Okay. And other thing, so if you can say, if our use native time and native versions, if your model is need very complex, use custom, use custom time and custom versions. If your model is very complex, use custom time and custom versions. If your model is more complex, it will improve the model performance. Give me a minute, I will get back to you. Yes, did you complete the points whatever we have covered? We should use custom time and custom versions when if you create the complex model. Yes.
Noted, sir. Noted.
Okay, fine. So then these are the things, and uh, keep some place here. Whenever I get remember some other points, 2 3 points I want to include, so later I will include. So we have like I want to start level 2 sprint 1. Like we have like what are the what is the data hub, and so you can see about the data hub, introduction to data hub, validating data in data hub. 2 3 points we have here, we can start today itself, so that we can continue sprint 1 tomorrow onwards. So basically like data hub whatever we have just now written, we have written some one point, like whenever we want like bring data from different data sources, so that will be difficult if you directly pull data from other data sources to Anaplan. So that is the reason what will you do, we store data in this data hub model and then we pull into Anaplan. So that is the purpose we create. So you can see here data hub, the model builder, and one more thing, data hub is only use Anaplan model builder only we use here. So that is the thing, and for Anaplan model builder purpose only we create the data hub, and end user will not use this data hub. End user will interact with the like spoke models. Spoke model nothing but target models, financial model, supply chain model, sales and operational models. These are the all models, so which are the spoke model we can say. So we can see here, so the Anaplan model, the model builder user stories focus on the need to have central location and single source of truth to import data and update the details about the unique and candy company, locations, product, inventory, customer accounts and shipping. So to store these details, company locations, product details, inventory details and customer accounts, shipping details, so all these things, so what are the things we have, and we need to store at one place from different data sources, and from this data hub to we can pull into our supply chain model here. For especially for level 2 we use this data hub. That is the reason we are storing all this data, locations, product and customer details and shipping details, everything we store here. So that is the major purpose of creating data hub here. In sprint 1 you will build data hub model to create the central repository for data that can be more easily updated and used for the as a source for the data in other models such as the supply chain or financial planning and analysis models. From this data hub to we can pull into data into supply chain or financial planning model, both the option we have. So any updates from the updates to the information in data hub model will automatically update the anywhere that information is referred. So we know very well if you are pulling data from data hub, so many places if you refer, so if you change here in data hub automatically, does it affect all the referenced line items or not? Yes, it will automatically, it will reflect these changes. So if you change source system, target system will change or not? If you pulling from source to target, change the source value will affect the target or not? Automatically will change in target or not?
Yes.
So that is the thing. So there is no need to go each and everywhere and need to change. If you simply change in data hub model, automatically it will get change in other target models. So the data hub model will save you the model builder time and reduce the risk of errors in the data or missing the information. Even if you take so many times I have given this example. So if you want buy your home things, So what will you do? We will search such a place where we should find each and every item. So otherwise, if you go 10 shops and if you take each and every shop one item, what happened? You may forget any one of the thing. But if you directly, if you go where 10 places are available, so what happens? Simply you can each and everything you can find, and there is a chance of missing is less. So that is the reason. So if you are pulling data from different places and storing into data hub, from data hub to we are pulling into our spoke model. Here reduce our time and reduce our risk. We should not forget anything, missing of data, and these type of errors may not happens if you use the data hub. And for Anaplan also, for users also, improve the model performance, spoke model performance. So what is the performance means? What is the performance exactly means? So if model performance is good means the model should open within, whenever if you open any module, it should open immediately. If model is opening, if you click on that model or module, if it opens after 1 minute or 30 seconds, that model performance is poor. It is opening slowly. Like you can see in our mobile, if you are using updated mobile, it will open very fast. So otherwise in earlier days like Samsung phone, how it used to open, if you open one thing, it will open after 10 second or 15 second. So like that it will get hang. That is the performance. So that thing we need to understand. Performance, what is mean by performance mean? It should open very quickly. So even UX pages, models, modules, everything should open very quickly. So that is the performance. Size means anyway we know. Size means like whatever the workspace GB is there. So there we can see what is the how much GB model we are creating. Already in trial version period we have 1 GB workspace. There we are creating 500 MB model, and level 1 model is there 15 MB, and level 2 model supply chain model is there almost 550 MB, 550 or something. So like this each and every model, it consists of one model size. So that we need to understand. So size nothing but the quantity, performance nothing but activeness. This is the major difference. Is it clear what is the size and what is the performance? Yes. What is the difference between the size and performance? Are you there or not?
Yes, present.
Okay, fine. You can see introduction to data hubs. Here we can open this micro lesson and we can watch.
A data hub is a separate model that acts as a staging area for an organization's data. Data is collected from outside sources and then placed into the data hub. It can be refined, standardized, and then passed along to other models within your Anaplan ecosystem. These models are sometimes referred to as spokes. A data hub can be set up to execute data mapping as well as various extract, transform, and load, or ETL functions. In the ETL process, the raw data from data sources is extracted and then immediately loaded into the data hub. Once inside the hub, the data can be transformed to suit business requirements and outputted to the spoke models to be used there. Click on the buttons if you'd like to know more, or click Next to continue.
You can see here from data to data hub we are getting from the different data sources. So you can see here different data sources we are getting into data hub. Then we are getting data into other models, financial model, sales model, operational model, and other model. You can see here how we will get data from other data sources to data hub means by using the ETL process. ETL nothing but you can see what are the ETL tools. You can see Informatica is there, MallSoft is there, so Dell Boomi. These are the different ETL tools are there. ETL tools means ETL tools nothing but we are extracting data. These are the tools, Informatica, Dell Boomi, other tools which helps to extract the data from here, other source, to transform into data hub model, and load means nothing but from data hub to we use like we load into our target models, spoke models we can say. So this is the whole process: extracting, transforming, and loading. So you can see each and everything will get here. We have what is the extract process, what is the transform process, and what is the load process.
Extract is the process of reading data from a source. In this stage, the data is collected often from multiple and different types of sources. This can include other systems, databases, flat files, or even other Anaplan modules.
So it reads the data from other data sources, and this process is known as a extract. So you can see transform.
Transform is the process of converting the extracted data from its original format into the format used by the spoke models or modules. The transformation occurs by using rules, lookup tables, or by combining data with data from other sources. This manipulates the data surface. Spoke models receive only what they need to perform their function. Since the spoke models are not doing the transformation process, the result is improved spoke model performance.
So nothing but whatever we are discussing till now, validation. So that validation nothing but transform. So whatever the original data we have in data source, so readed data whatever we have in data sources, that data sources data will convert into whatever the Anaplan reads. So reads which means we are doing here validation here, and so that we are avoiding any validation in our spoke models. Directly we are simply pulling that clean data to the our spoke model, so which improves the model performance. Whatever we have discussed so far, what is the reason of using data hub and how it improves the model performance, just now we have covered in that points. So you can see here load.
Load is the process of passing the data from the hub model to the spoke model.
Yes, from data hub to for spoke models, whatever we are pulling data, nothing but the load. So these are the three steps we have: extracting, transforming, and loading. So these are the three things we have. Arshad Ahmad send message as a rejoin. Everyone send message in our group. Inayatullah share message in our March group. Fine. So you can see these are the steps involved, like extracting, transforming, load data. So we can go ahead.
There are numerous advantages to using a data hub. The data hub is the single source of truth for all the spoke models. The transactional and the master data are all updated and kept current in one place, the hub. The hub can also consolidate data from multiple systems. This means all of your models are using the same data, which means all of your planners are using. Because the data hub is the single source of truth, the data.
So we are discussing about transactional data and master data here. So what is transactional data? That is very clear, like whatever the daily updated sales are there or anything like regarding company data comes under the transactional data. Daily how much sales happens, like so these are the comes under the transactional data. So how much sales happened, which employee completed that sale, each and everything, like transaction we know, daily wise details will get. What is master data? Nothing but regarding company details. So master data regarding product details, employee details, and everything which are the data about the data. Nothing but master data, nothing but master, nothing but boss. We know every that clear. So data about the data, like products are there. Products, how many products we sold, that comes under the transaction data. But regarding the product, we have one product list. Product list comes under the master data. So that is the basic reason we first create the master data. Generally while creating the list, what will you do? We create the region, country, location, products, employees. These are the all things comes under the master data. After creating these things, we do the other things. So that is the basic. Without master data we can't do anything. Is it clear? Yes.
Yes, sir.
So you can see here data hub over.
Data Hub team has oversight on all of the data coming into the Anaplan ecosystem. Data Hub management and automation are coordinated and executed centrally, reducing the chance that incorrect data can enter the system and increasing the consistency of the data going out. This Data Hub team can reside inside the business unit or from within the IT department. Transforming data and conducting data mapping within the Data Hub increase the performance of spoke models. Functions that manipulate the data take model resources. So, running these functions in the hub eliminates them from running in the spoke model. Therefore, the performance of the spoke model is not impacted when large data events occur. Ultimately, this provides a better experience for your users who are working in the model. A data hub allows users to validate that the data is coming into the hub correctly, or that the mapping is still valid. Loading data into a model can impact performance. It is more efficient to load all data into a data hub and then send only the data needed onto the spoke model. Because the spoke model is receiving a smaller portion of data, the demand on its resources is reduced. We've talked a lot about moving data in.
So in data hub, what will you do? Only whatever the data end user need, that data only we pull into our spoke model. So we don't pull all the unwanted data. So if you send each and every unwanted data into spoke model, what happens? So model performance will get decrease. So that is the reason we should avoid so sending each and every data to the spoke model. In data hub model only we do each and everything. As anyway data hub model don't use user. Only data hub model we use as a Anaplan model builder, we only use for validation and everything. So these are the advantages we have with the data hub. So anyway, like we have like how we can do data validating the data, how we do, and delete from list using selection, how we can do. So other things we'll cover tomorrow, so later. So then we'll start activities as well, so tomorrow onwards. So these are the things I want to cover today. It is enough. We'll cover tomorrow other things. So if you have any doubts, you can ask. And I daily asking everyone to share the notes, but no one is sharing the notes and no one is giving updates to me. So what is the problem to provide the updates? I am not getting. I asking